Hello everybody, Flying Scotsman 4472 back with another video after a little bit of time. And today's video is on something I got for Easter, which was the Sodor Steamies push-along pack. It doesn't fit on screen here, so we're just going to get it out. But yeah, there's a semi-look at the packaging. But yeah, let's get into this. If you don't know, I've been collecting push-alongs for a little while, so this, I guess, was a nice little added addition to my collection. So yeah, let's get into the engines. Alright, so I've open the package, and we're going to focus on, at first, the people who are not, like, the main characters. So we're going to start off with Harold. So, here it is. This is Push-Along Harold. It's actually a really nice little toy. It's got the two propellers, just in gray plastic. They rotate relatively well. I think this is actually like clear plastic in the windows, which is actually really cool, I think. He has a nice face. It's a pretty classic series face, in all honesty. I'm assuming it's because they reused this from like every other version of this Harold, but yeah. It's got just legal guff on the bottom. Harold is his name. You also have Harold right there. You got the red stripes. Not bad. It's a nice little toy. So yeah, now let's get on to the next one. Alright, next one we have is Kevin. So, here's Kevin. I actually don't think this is that bad. My one problem is that these two wheels here are not big. But I mean, detail-wise, he's really good. This entire piece right here seems to be made out of die cast. This, and the wheels are plastic. But this entire section here is made out of die cast. He has a really nice face. Coupling there. He has nice detail. He also has a hook, which just does that. Not very much articulation, but I mean, detail-wise, he's really good. So yeah, I'm very happy with this Kevin. I mean, I'm probably never going to use it since I have the wooden railway one, but it's a nice push-along model to have. So yeah, there's Kevin. Now we get on to the actual steam engines. What a shocker. First we have Kevin, or not Kevin, Victor. And so Victor here, he's very stubby, very tiny and stubby. For example, here's City of Churro. He is a very, very thick boy, which I think they did to make him look smaller, because when you put him up against like someone like Thomas, he does look really small in comparison. But yeah, I think it's just a very stubby model. I don't like it. But yeah, he's okay. He's got nice detail though. He's got a really nice face. I actually really like that face. He's got different bits and bobs. He's got the pistons there. Sodor Steamworks logo. Nice detail. He's got painted front buffers, but not back buffers for some reason. He does have a lamp. It is not painted, but it's there. So yeah, not a bad model. Now we're getting onto the engines, which are technically a part of the Steam team, but I don't consider a part of the Steam team. So first we have Nia. Her Trackmaster model is okay. I think detail-wise, they nailed her. Like, you have all the nice details of, like, the gold around the top, the black pipes here, or whatever these are, water tanks, I don't know. It does have nice molding detail around her pistons. Got nice rivets along the side. Blank coal bunker in the back, but I think that's actually how it is. She's got this injector or whatever. She has a nice Nia face. I think the face is actually good. Although I have one problem with this, and that is that she is way too short. I get it, they wanted her to be the same size as Thomas, but she should really use the tender engine chassis and be the same length as, like, James or Gordon, where then, instead of being this, like, she should be what James's length is, and James should be what her length is. So, yeah, and it just makes her cab look so needlessly tall. So the proportions just make her look so square. But I don't know. She rolls right nice though. She's got bright colors. She represents the character decently. So yeah, that's Nia. Next we have Rebecca, the one who I don't consider a part of the Steam team. However, I actually like the design of. Well, okay, that's a lie. I also like the design of Nia. Either way, here's Rebecca. Let's look at her tender first. Tender is really nicely shaped. I just don't think it's a good size, but shape-wise and detail-wise, it's actually a really nice tender. I do like the printing with the NWR. It's really nice, clean. Yeah, very nice model, actually. So yeah, really nice tender. It's better than the Thomas Wood tenders, which are literal blocks. So yeah, here's Rebecca. I think look-wise, she is the best push-along engine. She's just already such a wide character with the way her streamlining or whatever makes the engine look. So she already works like this. I do wish she had the correct wheel configuration, but oh well. Oh wait, there's piston detail under there. Oh, I never noticed that. Yeah, that's interesting. But I mean, detail-wise, she's really nice. She has lots of rivets. She looks good. She has her nameplate. She has whatever these are. I think these are supposed to be rivets too, although I'm not sure. She has cab there, 22. She has nice crisp detail. So yeah. However, she is basically entirely made of plastic besides this little piece up here. This blue section is all that is made out of metal. They couldn't have made this, apparently. They couldn't have made this metal. Like, Nia is probably the heaviest locomotive out of the entire lot. This entire thing was made out of metal. I think they could make Rebecca out of metal. So, you know, whatever. But I still like her design. I think she looks cool. But yeah, let's just blur up there. So yeah, that's Rebecca. Now we're getting onto the characters that I actually like that are part of the Steam team. First is James. I'm not going to go too in-depth on him because I already talked about him in a review. Go check that out if you want to see it. But I'm just going to sum up my main points from that. Face is good. Body sucks. Tender sucks. He's too long. It makes him look too skinny. He should really be the size of the tank engines. Yeah, basically, same points as last time. Detail, though, is nice. Looks like James, besides the length. But yeah, definitely needs a new chassis. So, that's James. Here we have Emily, who I actually think looks really nice model-wise, besides the fact that she's missing the big wheel, which I don't like. I understand why it's not there because they're trying to make everything the same, but I wish they could have at least given her a big wheel. But model-wise, she's actually really nice. Like, basically everything under the wheels, or on top of the wheels, is actually really nice. Her tender is, for the most part, nice. I wish they would have put the railings along the top here. But, I mean, besides that, it's a nice tender. It's got nice detail. I heard that she now has a number 12 in, like, her single release, so I'm hoping to get the single release version where she has her number 12, because I do want that. And then here we have Emily herself. Nice detail. No front buffers painted, but that's fine, I guess. We haven't had those for years. Nice color. She's got gold there. Really nice looking engine. Has a nice face. I just wish we had the middle wheel. I mean, her even running board has really nice detail. I mean, it looks just like Emily's running board. But yeah, I just wish we had a center wheel. So, that's unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? Alright, and the next engine we have is Gordon. So again, this is just like Emily, one of the ones who I think actually looks fairly well, besides the chassis. So the tender is just a standard tender. It's just got Gordon's number and lining on it. It's a nice tender. It's okay. But the model itself actually looks really nice. It's got the oval buffers. Sadly, they're not painted, but We've come to expect that. It actually does have a piston here, which I think is good. Not painted, unfortunately, but whatever. It has a really nicely detailed body. Like, you have the safety valves there, you have what I think is supposed to be the whistle, you have the dome, you have nicely painted boiler bands and handrails. His model is actually really nice, and that is a really, really good Gordon face, in my opinion. So his model I actually really like. I really think it's good. His is very much like Henry's, and I think his is really, really nice. So yeah, I think Gordon is a really, really solid engine. So now let's move on to the tank engines. Now we're moving on to the last two models. First we have Percy, who I actually think Percy looks pretty okay. It's because he already is pretty thick with his side tanks and all that, so he doesn't look as oddly proportioned. I do think his wheels should be a bit closer together, but that's fine. He has nice detail though with the pistons, with these little, I think they're hinges, because I think this is like a sandbox or something. So I think these are hinges. He's got nice gold painted domes. He's got what is supposed to be a whistle back there, I think. He's got window decals, his number 6. He's got the coal bunker right there. Very simple. His face is a little off, but I do kind of like it. It's like a classic CGI face, if that makes sense. Like, it's like a classic series face made in a CGI format. But I like it. I like it. I think it's good. His model's okay. Nothing great, but nothing bad either. Now we have the most stock standard model, in my opinion. And that is Thomas. So Thomas is basically just like his Adventures model and other Take and Play model. It's very squished. It's very compressed. We've sort of come to expect that from Thomas in the past couple of years. The wideness does not help. But yeah. He does have a bent down running board though, which is something that I don't believe any of the Take and Play Adventures or Take Along Thomases have had. He does have his 2 whistles. They are not painted. He does have nice detail though, but I mean, it's just nothing special. It's Thomas. What do you expect? What do you expect? It does have a nice face, though. It is a nice Thomas face, but yeah. It's just Thomas. Well, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.